everybody, to episode 9 of Crush Plays D&D. Fortunately, one of our party cannot be with us tonight. Jordan is not feeling well tonight. So everybody will jointly play John Duran, giving us their best Jordan Moffat impersonation. I personally am looking forward to that. So let us pick right up from where we left off. And last we were here, we were at the second level of the Temple of Marika, where you had just slain a bunch of goblins and caused Abramo, the evil cleric, to retreat on fire into that room down at the south. Do you guys want to catch up on what happened last week, just to remind us, or do you want to just dive in and keep on going?
Well, we we continued to explore the temple and walked into a trap.
Yeah. Big time. We got ambushed by how many goblins? Like
nine.
Yeah. It was rough.
And we are on. Many of us have are exhausted and we're hurting and missing weapons, spells.
Empty, yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, do we want to do a quick search on these bodies that have been left behind and then hightail it out of here and get a long rest?
I mean, that could be wise. As much as I hate to have come this far and let Abramo, flaming Abramo,
will
just
die.
run away. Yeah, but we're in rough shape.
Yeah, I don't think we can. We don't know what's beyond those doors, right? So
he was reduced quite significantly in hit points.
I mean, maybe there's a
spa.
Maybe there's a spa in the other room, and we could just like hang out in the steam room
or the library.
Well, okay.
Can we peek in? Can we just like take a peek and then maybe run away if it's too scary?
I'm in wolf form. I've got 10 hit points. I'm actually okay. I actually could be. I could weather some damage. What is John Duran's hit points at?
That is a good question. Let me get Jordan's sheet up here.
Is he able to tank? Is the question.
I mean,
he's got 11 out of his 19 hit points. So
okay. I've got +6 stealth. Like, does that mean I could just crack a door open a teeny tiny bit super quietly and like dark vision see what's behind the door?
Could try.
Does anybody have anything reflective that we could like slide under the door, like and take a peek?
I have.
I'm saying we've come pretty far. I want to take a peek. I guess
I'm okay with that. Let's put John Duran and myself at the door. Or if you're gonna sneak in, you want to sneak in and check? Is that what you want to do?
I don't even want to enter at first. I just want to like pop my head around the corner. I just want to take a peek and see what I can see.
Okay.
And like take it super, super slow and leave ourselves the opportunity to run away.
Right.
I have a dagger. I suppose if it's very shiny, that could work like a mirror.
Yeah.
I too have a dagger. I have a pearl studded pipe.
Okay.
Pearl doesn't reflect very well though.
So I think Andrew's saying I need to at least stick my head in.
All right, do it.
Let's do one very important bit of housekeeping first, in that we have just remembered that Nimmerilian, the divination school wizard, has an ability called Portent, which she should roll for right now, because these are results that she can swap in to anybody's die roll.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it is very cool. So you have a 6 and a 19. So if a creature tries to hit you and you think the roll's too good, you could swap in a 6 for that. And if one of your friends rolls and doesn't roll very well and you want to swap in a 19.
So I can do it after they roll? I don't even have to do it before they roll?
That is correct.
Cool.
It is sweet, but you can only use that until, I think, you long rest.
Another long rest.
You have to be pretty.
Which we want to do anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I may as well use them up.
Yeah, let's leave it all on the dance floor.
All right, so let's have you roll a perception check there, Norman. You can roll a die 20 and add your perception to it. You're sticking your eye up to that keyhole maybe. And
it's this door here, right?
Yeah, that is what we're talking about.
The one that he ran out of.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Good job.
Just can't really see behind that door. It looks like it's.
And I'm
wait. Before you do that, do we want to check the court? No. Let's go.
Too late. It's too late.
Yeah, and we want to keep the momentum going here.
On visual inspection, the goblin corpses look to be not wearing good armor. They don't have little belt pouches. Their weapons are substandard.
And Derek would be just a
Yeah, he's
gross
a
corpse.
He's a gross
Yeah.
mess. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what that perception roll was for?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so-
you for whatever reason you can't see, get a good angle. You don't hear anything particularly. Maybe the thumping in your ears of your heart pumping prevents you from getting an accurate read on what's through that door.
Well, that's what happens when you roll a 4. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
Anybody else want to try? Or
I
is
have
that it?
I have good perception. I can try and look. If I may.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have you go down here and move Norman up, and you're next to the door. So let's have you roll your. Oh, yeah,
Okay,
that's pretty good.
17
Better.
plus 4, so I got a 21.
So get you out. Let me look at this. Let me look, she says. For whatever reason, her keen perception shows her the contents of this room. The walls of the chamber are scratched, stained, and covered with strange marking. Loose chips of stone lie scattered on the floor. And aside from the southeast exit, the room appears empty.
There's an opening down on the bottom.
Yeah, around the corner
Right.
that we can't
This-
see.
This looks like candy corn.
Yeah.
The room's a
Okay.
mess. It's been tossed.
If we so we can go through that door now.
If you wish, there appears
Is
to be
that-
nobody there.
So if
Is
I
that an
come,
exit?
In the southeast, the room just continues that way.
if I come down to that point there where I just I've got keen hearing and smell as the wolf.
Sorry, I need to do a bit of housekeeping
Oh,
first.
sorry.
You, the little girl that Abramo had out there
Oh yeah,
in advance of the session, what are you going to do with her?
she's gonna come with
I'm
us.
holding her
Yeah,
hand at the moment.
She is not.
Yeah, I'm
super
just holding
keen-
her hand.
She's not super keen to go down that way. She feels like no, like definitely afraid
Cool.
of whatever's down there.
Do you want
All
to stay
right,
out
why
there?
don't I just stay here with this darling little girl and
Do
you
you have any
continue
spells
on?
left?
No,
Do you have any? No, then you stay back. Yeah.
I
Like,
can.
I stay
I
within
can
earshot
do
of
some
us.
cantrips, but that's about it.
You also have your portents.
Just
That's right.
shout the safe word if you need people to rush back.
I can even send you a message through no, some solid objects, so we'll be fine.
Okay, great.
So like a telephone.
What's that?
It's a telephone. Thank you very much. All right. Tergar sort of snakes his little snout and eyes around the corner, revealing a corridor which continues. up
Another
this
one of
way.
these.
Okay. Well, let's keep going. Right. There's buildings only so big.
Yeah.
That's true.
Question: Is a gnome such as myself small enough to ride on Tergar's back as a wolf?
Yes.
Cool.
Hey,
And me, a
Come on for
dwarf,
the ride, buddy.
also ride. I'll
No.
hold on to. Okay.
A gnome, yes. Dwarf is
So-
sort of mesomorph shape.
And can we
so-
get
And
Joe Jondron
here.
up with us here in case there's some trouble?
Yeah, I'm going to edit him so that anybody can move him and not
Cool.
have to be.
so I'm not riding you right now, Tergar. But if
Okay.
we need to get out of there, I'm
Yes.
gonna grab hold and let you
Okay.
bolt.
So I'm gonna. Yeah, anybody can move Joe Jondron around now.
Okay, so I'll move him.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, so now can I use my keen hearing
Yes.
and smell once again?
Yes, you. I will give you this one for free. It just snakes around like that.
Okay. Well, let's keep moving. I'll hug the wall again.
I'm
Okay.
staying back because I'm the
Yeah,
slowest.
you stay back, and we'll get. Oh boy, here we go. What is
Yeah.
this?
The room is decorated in a bizarre fashion. A dirty straw pallet on the floor, yet two soft and expensive armchairs rest at a low table. A beautiful robe hangs on the wall above a battered locked chest. I don't know why you'd know it's locked, but there you go. It just has a locked feel about it. While the floor is strewn with muddy rags. An exquisitely crafted wooden desk has been placed near the northeast corner of the room. At various points around the walls, small iron hooks for hanging tapestries have been set into the stone.
Okay, he disappeared because he walked through this part. So there must be a trap door.
Is that a hole in the floor? Right right
Under that.
there.
Yeah.
No, that is a dirty pallet.
Right.
The dirty straw pallet.
Shoot.
Got it.
Go
Was-
check it.
Is this an exit or a window?
It's a window.
Okay.
And I put that in there before I read in the adventure that there are no windows. So they're
Okay.
little tiny portholes.
Sounds good.
Hey guys, this chest seems locked. I just figured out.
Does anyone have lock picking skills?
Good question.
I guess we could get Jojandron. Does what weapons is Jojandron carrying right now?
He's got his trusty greatsword.
Can we get him to take a swing to see if he can break the lock?
Sure could.
It looks just like a regular, like there's nothing supernatural looking about this lock.
It is just a very basic iron lock. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think Joe Jongeron's got to take a whack at it.
Okay, let's have him roll an attack roll on that. I think he rolls at a +6 on a die 20.
Here,
+5.
okay. I got it.
You got
So-
it? Okay.
I'm feeling good about Al's rolls here.
Yeah.
Hey!
All right.
With a mighty swing, he swings that. Here, I can reward that. Look at that. That actually wasn't
Wow.
quite as amazing as I thought it would be. But there you go. It comes right off. So you rip the lock off. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to carefully, looking for booby traps, just kind of pull the door open, but like stay behind where the door is.
Okay.
And advise Joe Jongeron to also just step to
Okay.
the side.
You carefully open up the chest and discover a lot of poor quality clothing that seems to have been ripped into shreds and fragments of ivory.
Pick up the ivory.
It looks like it may have been a statue at some point.
Oh.
Like you see that, oh, wait a second, that one maybe goes next to that one.
What does it form? What does it look like? It might be in the shape of a human.
Yeah, if we try and piece some of those pieces together to get a sense of what it was.
It doesn't take you long to figure out that it was probably a statue of a young maid, and in keeping with the theme of the place, it was probably Marika,
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting. Yeah.
patron goddess.
Why would that be locked away?
With shredded clothes.
Well,
Look,
shredded clothes make sense.
Where
Take the
you
clothes
are-
off. Is there something in the bottom, like a trap door or something?
Yeah, false bottom.
Nope, it's not that big a chest.
Okie dokie.
While you're there, you can see that the desktop has been words have been carved into it with a knife, and two of them stick out to you. One says "Snake Mother," and another says "Crocodile has many teeth."
Well, obviously.
Did we put this in our notes?
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's note
I am
that.
on it.
Thanks.
You're on it. Okay, good. Because
While they are there looking at the chest, Nim is tending to the girl, but like desperately trying to coax any information she can get out of the girl regarding the situation, what happened to her. So she's just trying to delicately, like, oh, darling, how long have you been here? Just like trying her hardest.
You're trying to Mary Poppins the situation.
Yes, exactly. Like, oh,
Yeah.
let me just clean up that blood, you dear. Have you seen this ogre juice that I've procured?
She looks like she is teetering on the edge of PTSD.
Mhm,
Obviously, like she's got lots of cuts and abrasions.
mhm.
That she's favoring one arm that looks like one of her arms might be broken or
Oh,
Mhm.
shoot.
dislocated. Bruises on parts of her face and arms and such. She's in bad shape. She is not super talkative, but in response to your tenderness, she says, "They're in danger.
Hmm.
He's a bad man."
And his name's Ambrose, right? Is that I forgot.
Abramo.
Abramos. Why do I not say that right? Do you mean Abramo, darling?
She gives you that sullen nod.
Okay, immediately as soon as she says that they're in danger, Nim will send the message through the wall. I think I can do that. It says it needs to be in a straight line, and it can be through. Can it be through these walls?
Which are we talking about? Is it a cantrip?
It's called message, yeah, and it
Oh, yeah, yeah.
says you can cast this spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target. Know that it's beyond the barrier.
Yeah, totally.
It can go through a whole foot of stone. So yeah, that should work.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So I think she'll target Glonda, and she just goes, "Apparently, darling, you're in danger. Come back immediately."
You got it, sis. I don't think she can hear me, guys. Guys?
Huh? What?
Who are you talking to, Glonda? Oh wait, I'm
sorry.
a wolf.
Nima just sent me a message telepathically. I'm saying she chose me because I'm her favorite, but she asked us.
I'm not jealous.
But she asked us to come back. She said we're in grave danger.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna
I mean,
do
there's
one
nowhere else
quick
we can
thing
go.
here. I am gonna do one quick thing. Can I just pull these rags or whatever away just to see if there's something under the floor?
Okay, so that's not a rag. That's a bunch
Pallet.
of straw.
Sorry,
been
that's
made
what
up
I
as
meant.
As a room, but there are rags on the wall that look like they may have been tapestries at one point, and it looks like they show pastoral harvest scenes, but they have been scratched and cut and definitely defaced.
And nothing behind them.
Well,
Which wall are they on?
they are on a bunch of walls, and it does not take you long to discover that there is, in fact, a little portal.
Aha! That is what we were. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Because
So there's a what?
we
Secret door.
there's a secret door. We're in danger, but that little girl's just scared right now. So
I think
He
we
doesn't
should
know
go to
that.
Oh, I
He
don't
doesn't know that Nim
yeah, I don't
said
know
it
that.
because of the little
I
girl.
don't know that. You're right.
I mean, we've gone this far. Sneaky peek. I still want to. Maybe Glonda had the great perception last time, just to crack open that door and just see if there's any sign of immediate danger. We run away.
It's locked.
Actually, that means it's secret.
Oh,
I'm doing it.
What are
21
we-
again.
What are you doing? Are you
Perception
looking- oh,
on
you're
the
looking
for
through?
the other side of the board. I'm not looking through. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I just want to kind of peek, but also I don't want to go against what Nima said and just keep moving forward. You know what I mean?
Sniffing
So-
out any danger.
Sniffing out. I'm trying to see what the aura is behind the door.
Okay, well, you don't you don't detect anything untoward about the door. It looks like more of a like it was hidden very poorly by this tapestry, which is not a great tapestry. It looks like a panel that is there anything I know about this? Oh, and you see the line which connects it to a switch on the desk. And it looks like that pulling the switch on the desk would open up the panel.
Got it.
can I use my keen hearing and smell then?
Mm-hmm. Yep, let's have you roll perception.
And that's a D20
Oh, yeah.
plus 4. I think I've got.
Ooh,
20.
look at that.
Gee.
You definitely smell goblins behind that door
Ah.
and a human. And you attacked. I think you were attacking Abramo himself. Actually, he's back there.
Okay,
Okay.
so what do we want to do? We now know we're dealing with goblins.
How are we? Let's all talk. I think we need to figure out if we're strong enough right now.
Yeah,
More than
Okay, so
anything.
should we all go back to Nim and just regroup for a quick sec?
Yeah,
Sure.
it's not far. We can rush it back here in a
yeah,
minute.
yeah.
We have to.
We're
Bonk.
okay.
I'll bring Joe John around.
I got him.
I was gonna
I
say
got-
John Ron is gonna sit there with his rocks.
Yeah. Hey, Nim,
I'd just like to say, first of
You're a wolf.
perhaps we could negotiate with Abramo.
oh,
Maybe he realizes
Oh.
the poor choices he's made in life, and maybe we should give him a chance to make amends.
Okay,
Well,
well,
I
we've heard
complete-
from Joe John Duran.
I completely do agree with him. I think he's making smart ideas normally, but this is dangerous, everyone. I think we should leave.
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
none of my spells left. I can feel that I only have about a third of my life with me right now.
I'm at 10 hit points as a wolf. And when I come back to, if I lose those 10, where do I, wait a minute.
So
Well, I'm at 10 hit points as
a human.
As a human, but I'm at 13, sorry, as a wolf, I think. Is what because I just switched.
You got to mark that somewhere, yeah.
It's my armor class. No, hit points is 11. Sorry. 11. So I'm at 21 hit points. Joe John Dron's at 19. Glonda, where are you at?
13.
Okay. And you have any spells or things you can do still?
I'm out of everything. All my weapons are close range, so I can't fight from afar unless I used Vicious Mockery as my cantrip, which is not a very strong attack. It's a 1d4, so it's not helpful.
Gnor?
I've got 10 hit points. Broke my quarterstaff. So on the offensive front, I've basically just got hand to hand.
Boy, oh boy, I don't like to let a Brahma go, but I feel like we'd be lucky to.
Well, let me put it this way. If we take a long rest and get all our points back, what's the first thing are we going to come back here or are we going to move on with our lives?
I think we have to probably come back here and clean up top and then go down into that cellar where those tunnels were. Right?
Ugh, yeah, but that was rough because it was like we were getting into our mud up to our waists within like 10 feet. True. I don't know if we should.
True, that's right. I forgot about that.
It was a never-ending story situation.
The screaming mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. So we have there's more unfinished business in this building than just this room, is what you're saying. So we should really
Also keep in mind when we did our short rest, we woke up to hearing something going on in the ground floor. So by all means, if we leave the upstairs, we could be attacked.
Still run into trouble. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so if we're leaving, where are we going? Because I think we kind of probably need to make a beeline for wherever it is that we're going to go.
Probably going to go camping or something.
Do we go by our old friend's cabin and hide in the woods, sort of near his place?
So he doesn't have room for all of us.
No.
We have to stay outside for the most part. You guys are half elves, right? Brooke, Nima, you're
full elf.
You're a full elf.
That's right.
Half as long as us. But
so should we go to Ramna's?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, okay. Well, let's
we
see.
Can tell Ramna about what we saw too, and maybe
she can give us more potions.
Would Ramna potentially take this young girl in?
Potentially.
Maybe.
Good question.
Or know who to give her to.
Good strategy.
Maybe we could trade her at the general store for a new quarterstaff. What?
What? I lost my staff.
All right, so let's do this then.
Okay, let's retreat.
We're gonna try and leave. We've been talking about this for 3 episodes. Let's try and leave.
Andrew, are you able to take us as a group down to the bottom of those stairs, or do we need to move? How does that work?
You want to go back downstairs, right? That's
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'll bring you down to the main level. Boom. Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay. It is fun clicking on them though. So
it is though. All right, so you are back downstairs.
Okay, so
let's get out of here. Can we leave out this window?
Well, there's a big hole there. That's where.
Yeah, this one I think, eh?
Yeah, I think that's how we came in.
That was the one where Derek died. So let's get out from here.
So we're not.
Matt in chat is suggesting a short rest, but you may have already used up some of those hit dice, as I recall.
Yeah,
we did a short rest last time.
We need a full recharge, I think.
We need our spells.
Yeah, I'm at a key points. Yeah.
Does it matter that I'm in Terragar form here or human half elf form?
It does if you didn't want to have changed back. So
I didn't want to change back.
Or maybe you did. Did you bring the little girl with me?
I didn't, but I shall. Anyway, actually, it's not super important at this point because something happens when you come outside the temple.
Uh-oh.
You see, oh God, I can't remember my characters' names now. The sheriff, Ruskadel,
Yeah.
and his two associates, his two minions are there beside him, as well as a couple of the townsfolk behind. And they appear to be standing in front of the temple as you exit, going, "What?" And Grover says, "What's the meaning of this outrage?"
I recall Ruskadel is on the cult side or whatever. Yeah.
Where are they? I can't see them on the map.
They're not. I have lazily not put them on here, but I'll put down Ruskadel just so that
They're probably
there's
like
somebody.
around there.
Okay, so he's there.
Nothing to see here, Constable.
And I also cannot move Joe Jondron, by the way.
Oh yeah, I will fix that.
I can. Oh no, I can't.
No.
Do you think you're special?
Yeah.
Hey, Ruskadel, we it was like that when we got here. We just chased a bunny rabbit into the building because we were hungry, and so we literally just got there. We just stepped right out. It's not what it looks like.
Yeah, your guess is as good as ours at this point.
He says, with his swords drawn, and like his two guys behind him, everybody's carrying their weapons pretty openly. He says, enough of your lies. Misha has told us of your treachery.
Okay, well, I'm going to advance on him and growl menacingly at him.
Also,
enough of his crap.
Nim has very good history, and I'd like to hope that a bit of Canadian history has also been infused into this world. So she holds up the young girl and goes, "Is this normal?"
Yeah.
And if you get that reference, I'll feel
Like
very
it.
good. But yeah, she's trying to show that obviously this young girl has been kept and probably tortured against their will. So she's trying to shock them, being like, "Look what we just saved. How dare you? Is this normal?"
Well, I don't know what she's been doing up there, and how do we know you haven't done something to her? And the
These
townspeople behind her
bruises
like,
are weeks old.
at that point, the mayor and some more folks march up the path behind them and says, "Stand down, Ruskadel." Ramna's with him. I should probably have many more tokens on the board here, but this can all be the theater of the mind. So Zacharias, the mayor, is there saying, "Stand down. This is not the time. You know that as well as I do that something is amiss here in the town. It is not these people who just came here." And
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Can we sleep at your house, Mr. Mayor?
I don't care what Belba says. You're the best.
There's a tense standoff between Ruskadel and Ramna, as well as Alan Claiborne, the ranger who is Pig that you talked to initially on entering the town. They are there. He and his wife, Mary, are there. They are both armed and armored in a way that you had not seen before, clearly coming to prevent any kind of strife or engage in it should it arise. But a tense standoff is happening. There's a wedge clearly driven down the center of the town, and it looks like at the drop of a pin, hostilities might ensue. And you are right in the middle of it.
I would like to attack Ruskadel right here and now.
Wow. Okay.
But I'm not going to jump that just yet because it looks like maybe diplomacy actually could be used. Someone want to be Joe Jondron?
You see, this is the time where we should be coming together.
Yeah.
We should be joining hands and realizing what we could make as a city together rather than apart.
Wow.
As
Joe
Joe Jondron
Jondron,
just like holds
he's a-
good cop, bad cop style with Terragar, just like holding them both back.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm ready to fight. He's trying to find a peaceful solution. What does Ruskadel say to that?
Ruskadel looks. Let's have Joe Jondron roll a persuasion, and he's got pretty amazing.
Oh, good.
Rook, you are Joe John as we speak.
Yeah, I just said that, so I'll give it a roll.
You're gonna roll and add 6 to this. Oh,
21!
Yes. So tension seemed to diminish on this rousing speech that Joe Jondron gives, and Ruskadel grunts and says, "This may not be answered now, but it will be answered." And he,
Cool.
with a gesture, he pulls back. Actually, I should say Ruskadel has only got one of his minions with him. The other is conspicuously absent.
Bless you, whoever sneezed.
Yeah, but
It's Heather Marie.
I thought it was HM. So yeah, the people that you think might be members of the cult all decide to leave, and leaving you in the presence of the mayor, his bodyguard, Ramna, and Alan Claiborne and his wife. And as well on the outskirts, hiding behind some trees, you see the 2 elves from the cottage that you had visited briefly.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Good. Do we know their names?
I don't think they actually gave you their names because somebody botched their role.
And who's in the Ruskadel camp? Like, are there any notable names there that were in that group that people we recognized?
You did see the owner of the Golden Grain Inn.
Okay.
Whose name was
Yeah.
not Belba. Olwen and Belba are not here. They are probably doing something mourning their tavern.
Yoga.
Bertram is the owner of the Golden Grain Inn. He was also joined by a couple of people that worked for him that you had not met before. But a lot of farmers, the ornery farmers who you had met, the wife of whom was a bit scattered. Anyway, a mob. Typical
Okay.
Mob.
Okay.
Run-of-the-mill mob.
But that's helpful. Like the Golden Grain that's good to know that guy is not someone we should be trusting. All right. So
can we explain to the mayor and everyone who has been there, like kind of what we've seen, what we've done, like the information about the priest, and just kind of give it all to them in like a 30-second bluff?
And maybe that posse wants to go in and
And
take care of
Or
business.
they could go in first and they'll fight.
I don't know if everybody's a fighter.
Well, they're
Well,
They
all
could
holding
have like
weapons.
metal armor on or something, right?
Fair enough.
Alan Claiborne looks like he could do like his armor's not fitting him super well. It looks like it's been a couple of years since he's had that on, if you know what I mean. But it looks like he could hold his own. The mayor thanks and Ramna both nod as you give your details
And if Nim's doing it, she really gives like too many details. She's like, and then the ogre, you see, I've collected some of these vials. Now they're far too exciting to not show you. Have a look, have it, taste it. It's actually acid. Isn't that fascinating? And so she does take a little bit too long to explain the whole situation.
right. On seeing the girl, the mayor says, and I wish I had his person's name right handy. He recognizes her immediately and says, "Oh, well, that's the
Mayor
daughter
is
of the general
Zacharias,
store."
isn't it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I know his name. It's the owner of the general store whose name I have.
No, we can
right.
really trade it for some goods.
Well done, Al.
Look at that. Come on, it's right here. I wrote all these things down so I wouldn't have to search around for it. Yeah, man, wife, and sons. Perfect. Thank you, Andrew. Historical Andrew. He mentions a name that sounds very appropriate, and says, "Well, that's Marco's son. That's Marco's daughter. There. What's she doing here? Why has she been so mistreated? We should get her back immediately." At which point she freaks out. She tugs at Nimralian's hand and like hiding behind her.
Oh, I think she stays with us, guys.
Oh no, you're untrustworthy after all. And I just told you so much about ogre guts.
How could you?
He's confused as everybody else. And Ramna says, "Come, child, don't you want to go back to your family?" And she shakes her head.
Well, maybe it's not him then. Maybe it's just her family that's the problem.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
General Store is a cultist.
Marco.
Marcus.
Polo.
Always known as Marco. Always.
Always.
Yes,
Retcon,
never
right?
was
Is that a
in doubt.
retcon? Where you're like,
Yeah.
"Ugh."
Shall we ask Ramna to see if we could maybe where a good place to rest would be?
Or if they want to come up with us and just like let us muscle through that room with their strength and armor, that's another possibility.
To go back up into that room with everyone.
If they are ready to like be our meat shields, then we could do it.
Well, that's an
Say-
interesting idea.
If you think that's what we should do now, you've been up there, we haven't. And if you think now is the time, surely our forces are stronger. We could prevail.
Well,
Good answer.
that's good enough for me.
The two elves come up to Nimralian and say, "My lady, it is with pleasure that we should meet you." And you recognize them, actually. They're from your neck of the woods. They are...
Oh no, and she's all embarrassed about them, like the elves from her neck of the woods, because she ditched on her wedding.
Now, you haven't seen them in a while, so they may not know the news. You know them to be named Dorian and Llewellyn.
Dorian
Little.
and
You got that, Christine? Or sorry, Yolanda?
Spell the second one.
I spelled it
First-
like jewel and then in, but with an L.
There you
Probably not right.
go. One is an accomplished sort of they're kind of multi-classy. Like one is both a fighter and a mage. Not great at either, but pretty good at both. And the other is a fighter and also a rogue of sorts.
Ah. And what is their history good? Does she like them?
Yeah, they are like known adventurers and trustworthy. And you know that they fought in the infamous Troll War.
Dorian! Llewellyn! Oh my goodness, it's been years!
They bow to your status and say,
Oh,
"Lady."
pip, 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 pip. Up with you both. She kisses them both on the cheek.
And I lean over to Glenda and say, I think we found our meat shields.
And I lean over to Norman and I say, we should say meat shields every day.
I'm glad I brought that up.
All right. Are we doing this then?
Yeah, let's do it. We've basically been given the go-ahead by our DM that this is a good call. So let's do it.
What's
Yeah.
the worst that
Meat
can happen,
shields.
really?
Meat shields.
All
Well,
right.
can you magically transport us back to
Dorian.
where we were?
So
Nice.
we are going back upstairs.
Yes.
All right, you wander back inside. Ramna will even go with you to give you a bit of
Yes.
backup.
Yeah, some magic.
Yeah.
Are we letting the little girl go here?
She's just hanging on with me, right? I think she feels safe with me. Is that true?
She does.
Okay, so she knows that
Okay.
she'll be safe and we'll hold on hands.
So so where's Joe John? He's up here. Do we have icons or things for the other the new people?
I'm working on it.
Okay. Let's use these meat shields.
Use your meat shield.
That's
Now
hey,
they have names, but I don't know how I feel about that term. As soon
Hey.
as you said that I liked them.
Dorian,
Really.
Llewellyn. It's a term of endearment where we come from. Hey, my meat shield. How's it? What's up? What's happening?
What's hanging my
meat
shield?
All right. That's gonna be...
Andrew,
Yes, sir.
just this is important, I think,
Okay.
in
ready.
terms of developing goodwill. I sniff both of their crotches.
Okay.
Loving
in
sort of
your
way.
human form.
No, in my wolf form, and just because that's a thing wolves do.
They take it like a champ. They,
Good.
Yeah,
Aw,
they understand.
Dorian and Llewellyn.
I whisper to Norman and I say, so like, does he not like us? He's never done that to us.
Ooh, dang.
And like Nim almost like pushes his nose away as if it's just her own dog. Like, oh, sorry about him. I'll just.
So, Nim, you should come closer this time so
Yeah.
you can actually communicate back and forth with all of us.
Yeah, I'm more comfortable
Go with Ramna.
now because
No, we're losing a lot of
I
Brooke here,
know.
She's being attacked by Tron.
apparently. All right. Well, now that we've lost Brooke, we'll hope that she comes back in just a second. In the meantime, let's decide what you are going to do. I'll have you. Well, let's see. Let's roll initiative just for the sake of getting an order going.
Okay.
And then we can decide what people are going to do.
Roll initiative, Brooke.
Okay,
We lost a lot of what you said, unfortunately.
that's fair.
+3, so I'm 19.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. The round's going last.
Forgot about. I'm 12.
What did I just roll there? What did I just roll? Where is it at
It'll
the
be
top?
You
at
rolled a
the game
16.
chat. Yeah.
Oh, this is old. But it's not in the game chat. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I rolled a
But I don't
19,
think I can manually move her.
but you don't
Okay.
want to know that just yet.
No, I do. Did you add your initiative rating to it?
Yeah,
Make it a 19? Okay.
19.
And what about, did anybody roll for Jonderon?
Oh, no.
Okay, let's have Norman's initiative.
11.
I'll roll Joe John here.
Okay, how about Galanda? What did she get?
Ooh.
12.
12. Nice. And
Joe John rolled a 4, and then whatever his initiative is.
I think that makes it a 4, unfortunately. Let me just check. So do you have initiative? Yep, +0 for initiative. Good job. And what about Nerillion? What's her initiative?
Rolled a 5, got a +2 for initiative.
And it is. All right. So that means the first person who's going to get to do anything is Norman at 20.
Or, sorry, I have 11.
11? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
Yeah,
update that at all.
It's probably going to be
Updated.
me then.
Turgart, 19.
Okay, so do we have any people here with heavier armor than Joe John or I?
Dorian and Llewellyn, let me tell you what they're wearing. They are wearing chainmail and... Oh, sorry, Dorian's wearing chainmail and has a shield. He's carrying a longsword. Llewellyn is wearing leather armor and is carrying a longsword. So
Norman leans over to Galanda and says, "It doesn't matter what they're wearing."
And Glenda turns to Norman and says, "Who are you wearing tonight?"
So Dorian is chain, you said?
he does.
So maybe it makes sense for Dorian to be by the door with me,
He so goes.
and Joe John maybe close by, and then Llewellyn maybe behind. Where is Norman?
I'm
Galanda.
here. I'm just off to the side.
Oh, you're there. You're in the bottom of the room. Yeah.
He is.
Okay, so it's my turn, right?
It is.
I'm opening the door. Let's get at it.
Oh
All right.
my God! Here come the goblins.
Also, I'm trying to remove the girl and I can't move the girl.
Oh, okay. I will let you move her.
Can't move the girl. Oh, you can't move the girl. You try what you can, but you can't move the girl.
All right, you can now move the girl.
Thank you.
You are welcome. And we open up the
It's a famous Lionel Richie and Pat Benatar song.
That's what I thought.
Can't move the girl.
room, and that is what you see.
What? There's nothing there?
What the?
Well, there are big piles of rubble in the room that people could hide behind.
Okay, so those are the tall.
Oh.
What's that thing in the corner?
That is a big statue. How about I read you a description?
Yes,
of
yes.
what this room looks like? As if it has been pre-written almost. Let me just scroll to the right place here. Okay, the large room is dirty and unkempt, with shards of rock lying around, 4 crude granite statues standing around the room in haphazard locations. In the southeast corner is a polished jade figure of a snake with a female human head that is set apart from the other statues by its obviously superior crafting and material. Near it, a small cage with iron bars is open and empty, and there are 2 brass-bound chests next to the eastern wall.
Are we on initiative right now, where like we have to go in order?
Technically, yes, but until combat happens, we're kind of I'm
Okay,
just doing
well-
that so get an idea.
What's
'Cause
the
I-
where? Sorry, go ahead.
I was wondering if I could cast a minor illusion into the middle of the room, cantrip, to see if they maybe take the bait,
If there is anyone there.
if there's anyone there. But rather than us walking in,
Yeah.
Into a trap.
if I put a little something there.
A little something.
You could do. Let me just double check on your cantrip because I think there's a limit to what you can do with it, like a 5-foot cube.
Yeah, it's a 5-foot cube. Won't create any sound, light, smell, whatever. But it's an image of an object, like a chair, muddy footprints, small chest, things like that.
Okay. Well, if again, you as players can talk amongst yourselves. So if Turgar wants to to hold his action or ready in action, wait for something to happen, letting Blondo go first, you can do.
I cede the floor to Glonda.
Okay, guys, I'm thinking of throwing something there. What do you
Ooh,
think?
what could it
Where?
be?
Like the image
In
of
the
a
mi-
little like bouncy ball.
Something, yeah, like a little, like something to creep him out. And maybe I'm thinking of
How
putting
about
it
a squirrel that's inside out?
like right here.
Can you throw it that far though?
Vicious mockery, yeah, or not vicious mockery. Sorry, minor illusion. I should.
What's the range on
Yeah, the range is 30 feet.
Okay. Perfect. Do it. Like an orb or something. That would be odd to see.
Can I do an
Oh,
orb,
alright.
or does it have to be something like? I was thinking like a plank of wood that looks like a shape of a person or something.
A cuckoo clock.
Or a
You-
pile of
you-
gold
you-
coins.
You're bound by your imagination in terms of what you want to.
A chest of gold.
Okay, I'll put a little magical chest, filled with treasures
Well,
in the
wait,
middle.
what do
of the room.
goblins like to eat? What if you put some rotting meat or something like that the goblins would jump on?
But it can only be one sense. So you could make something look like meat, or you can make the smell of meat, but you can't do both.
Ah,
Well, I didn't know I could do
Commodore
the sound.
64.
Does that mean I can make? Oh, I can do sound too. Okay. Could I do a sound behind them?
You could believe.
You know what I mean?
Like make it sound like somebody's hiding, or
Somebody's-
that might be too far behind the big statue. But
Yeah, but if I did like rocks falling or a little screech right here.
yeah, like
Volume can be ranging from a whisper to a scream. Can be your
Don't-
voice, someone else's voice, a lion's roar, beating of drums, any other sound you choose.
Don't
Yeah,
you
you
want it
just
to be
shout-
something that will draw them to it? Because if
Look
it's just
over
something
here.
that makes them jump, they're just going to jump, but they're not going to. We want to draw them to a place where we can see them.
You're
so it
right.
should be something that makes them want to go to it,
Okay, can
like
it
a
be,
food or gold or something like that.
a yo mama joke.
maybe that.
I don't know, Glenda, your dealer's choice. There's too many ideas on the
There's
table.
too many
Just go-
ideas. I
go
was
with
so
your
nervous
gut.
to bring this up. Okay, I'm gonna put a pile of steaks in the middle of the room.
Nice. Watch out, Tergar might go for them.
Fairguard, down.
Ping where you want those to be.
I'm gonna draw a plate of steaks right here.
Okay.
And the door's open, right?
I'm assuming that you opened it
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
your action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you make an illusion of a bunch of steaks. I'm just gonna do a quick roll to see how gullible folks are.
Oh,
You hear the chitter chatter of goblin.
Wow.
And and a gruff response from a Bramleth says, "Fools, wait! Hold your
Did-
ground."
Okay. So we know they're hiding behind those stupid pillars. So we can proceed now. That was good. That was good because we know for sure they're waiting to
They're
to
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's at least one behind each pillar
probably.
or each pile.
How big are those piles?
They look to have been large statues, but they are at least 4 feet tall.
Okay, so it could be up to 2.
Yeah.
But we also saw so many and we killed a lot. So maybe there's just the remnants of the ones we haven't killed. So their HP would even be down still.
Yeah, well, Bramo's being one of them.
Yeah.
Let's okay, is it still my initiative?
You gave up your turn to let.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
No, it was
I
good.
did that willingly.
I'm sorry.
Next
Oh,
up in
yeah.
hit parade is
Damn it,
Nimrilian
Glonda.
at 7. I'm sorry. No, Norm at 11.
Glonda at 12. Glonda just went.
Glonda just went.
Okay, so Gnorman's going to step through the door. Just
Careful.
like to get ready, but like I'm just creeping in and going to allow more people to get into position.
May I make a suggestion to the group?
Yeah.
Just from a tactic point of view, let's stick in a tight group
Okay.
so that they can't single us out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Does anybody have like a distant attack? I was just thinking like if I could have used my Thunder Wave now, that would be great.
I have, how many spells do I have left?
I have 3 darts.
I can't do anything right now. I've got 1 spell left. I have Entangle, but I'd have to leave. Correct, Andrew? I'd have to leave my wolf form to cast it.
Correct.
Don't do it then. Not yet.
No, exactly. All right. Okay, whose turn is it now?
If Norman has finished moving,
I'm done.
then-
I'm just moving into position and waiting for everybody else to get in a position.
Okay. Make yourself a perception roll.
Me?
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, I rolled DM.
Oh, that's
Okay.
fine. I see it. What's the total on that?
14, or wait, it's 10 plus perception is 2, 12.
Okay. You see nothing on total?
All right, I'm just hanging out.
Okay. Now it is Nimrilian at 7.
Cool. So she's back there with girl. She knows that girl.
Yeah,
And
girl.
she also
Girl.
knows that she has
You get her. You get her name out of her. It is. I've written this down somewhere.
Is it
Sammy.
Sarah?
Pardon
Cyrilli.
me?
I will
What is
mark
it?
it down.
Did you say Cyrilli?
I did say Cyrilli.
Oh, cute. Kind of like a Witcher. Okay. Well, she knows that she is pretty much useless in battle, but she also knows that she's got her portent, and she also knows that she can encourage her elf friends so that they could roll with advantage on their attacks, right? One of them.
You could help them, yes, but you'd
Yeah,
have to be.
so that's-
You'd have to be next to the creature. That's if it's an attack, you'd have to be right up there as well.
Yep.
Right in the thick.
Well, so I'm just thinking where they're going to be. She'll just basically try to be near them because, like, what
We could put you in the center of
some
our
them have
grouping.
magic. One of them you said was magic, and so because Rogue would need to be right next to them, but the one that's fighter as well as magic would probably be casting spells that could be away, right? So is that Dorian or Llewellyn?
Dorian has some spells.
Great. So I think Nim just basically her plan is to be that support for him so that he can roll at advantage, basically, because otherwise she's pretty much useless. She's got a little tiny dagger.
So we could
But
put
she
you
has
in the
no help.
center. We could put you in the center. So
We'll
Terragard,
surround you.
Dondron, Llewellyn, and Dorian are on the outsides of this wall, where
Oh, yeah, she could just be
Glonda.
behind him. Yeah, like the idea is that she's just like right up there behind him. So
Yeah.
for them to try to get her, there would be an advantage attack that he'd be able to, or an attack of opportunity he'd be able to do
You're
potentially.
Yeah.
Is that all right? Does that fit?
It works for me. Did you want to move
Okay.
anywhere? Or,
Well, I guess she kind of reaches out to Dorian to just. She's kind of like looking at him like, and if he's like, oh, I want you to move over there, she'll move over there, knowing that he will move there next because he hasn't moved yet, right?
well, he also gave up his turn to let Glonda go.
Right.
And when you give up your turn, you don't get to do it at the end. You just don't get to do it.
Well, technically, it's a ready your action kind of thing, or just pass. So Glonda.
Oh, so you can't delay your action. Okay.
Exactly.
So does he nod in any particular direction, DM, for where she should maybe go?
Well, you could cozy right up to him if you wanted.
Dorian. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And she just kind of waves to the girl to stand, like be where the armchair is. She doesn't want the girl to get near her.
She hides behind the armchair.
Perfect.
All right, so I'm going to put her there, and I put you next.
And
to her.
I'm doing my action to give Dorian an advantage roll.
Okay. Then we have Jojandron on 4. What would people like Jojandron to do? Oh, actually, that's not true. It is now Bramo's turn, and he screams, comes out of hiding, charges Norman with a big mace, and tries to pummel him badly.
All right.
What is your armor class, Norman?
My armor class is 15.
And good old Abramo gets 11 plus. What is his attack? Plus 6. Gets 17 in total.
Dang.
That means
I mistook Abramo for Ramna, and I was like, what the?
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so
He hits.
He does. And he is going to do. He's carrying a wicked looking mace that looks like it's got a snake's head on it. He's wearing full chain armor, a helmet, and a shield. And there's a shimmeringness covering him, a sort of shimmery quality to it. And he is going to do a grand total of, I believe that's 9 points damage.
No.
9? Okay.
He's down to 1.
Down to 1.
Get out of there on your next.
And he's got like wild eyes as he's wailing on you with this mace. But now it is Jojandron's turn.
If I may, as the person who just got almost murdered, Jojandron draws his broadsword and comes to my rescue.
Yeah, bring him here. Because that boxes out.
Oh, right. Don't want to block the
you.
door. Yeah.
No, it's not the door. It's more that, but also then it prevents a goblin from going in that square and attacking you there too. We can actually hedge. We can actually hedge Abramo in here and really do some damage, but we don't want to overextend Jojandron and have him like here where then he could be hit from behind. So good.
So he Jojandron swings his mighty sword and goes for the legs.
All right, he's gonna make a 2-hit roll, so he's got to roll a die 20. That is attack, which I believe is plus 5.
A 6. Oh fuck! Don't let me roll for anybody anymore. 6 plus 5, 11.
That is not going to
Wait.
do it.
I remember that he actually rolled a 19.
Very good.
Hey!
Yay!
That is going to do it. So that's, it turns out he has a deja vu, and in fact, he did hit after all. So, he needed a 21 to hit. That was enough. Roll your damage, 2d6 plus 3.
You want me to roll, Al?
Yes, please.
You need a 21 to hit?
Yep. He's armored up.
So 5 plus 3, 8 damage.
8 damage.
Remember, he was hurt, so just because he's wearing armor doesn't mean he's at full health, right?
Yeah, but he healed himself last time. Who knows?
Oh.
Yeah, but he might be out of magic too, though.
Yeah, you're right.
He is shimmering.
Yeah.
He hasn't had a long rest either.
No.
He grunts, and the concussion of the blade hits his armor, but it doesn't appear to go through. It definitely did some damage, but did not put him down at any stretch. And also, he makes his concentration roll. He is maintaining a spell. So that's Jojandron's turn, unless you want him to do anything else.
I think that's it. So we know he's maintaining a spell. Does anybody have anything that can break a spell?
Well, anytime he takes damage, he has to make a concentration roll. So,
I think Jojandron would apologize for hitting him so hard with his sword.
I don't know if that's in keeping, but I like it. Cool. At that point, it is now the goblins' turn. They come out of hiding and charge up.
Oh, good. We're only dealing with 2. That is good.
They're going to attack him. His armor class is 17, which is pretty darn good. So let's have them roll. And I think they're not going to hit because I don't think they are that good. Goblins get +4. Neither of them hits. They wail at him with their little short swords,
Yay!
but they bounce off of his armor.
Mhm.
And they look quite sheepish as that happens. Bramlin's going to look intelligent and sagely and wait for something important to happen. Maybe he's going to go over there and defend Cyrili. That's clearly what he's going to do. Let's go back around to Turgar. At 19.
Okay. I could go here, guys. To fight Abramo.
Yeah.
But then I'm blocking Dorian and maybe Llewellyn from getting in. What happens if I go?
Could you go here?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'd say so.
So if I go here,
Or do you want to take out them goblins?
well, I'm thinking Abramo's really the one that we need to get down fast. Because
So
I think the goblins
technically-
are we can mop them up pretty. You saw what they tried to do to Joe Jondron?
Technically, to do that, you can go through Norman, you can go through Joe Jondron, but it would mean that you would pass by Goblin 6 and 5 who would both get to
Okay.
attack you.
Where was I? I was here, right?
Yeah.
But then if I go here, then same thing. Abramo, I'm passing through Abramo, right? I
Yep.
kind of have to go here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll go here and I'll attack Abramo. I'm going to try to pounce and pound him into the wall and take him off his feet. Is there any fleshy parts that I can see on him?
Well, there's always that vulnerable point in the neck.
Yeah, so I'm going to go pounce on his chest with my paws and with my jaws go after his neck.
The old
Okay.
paws and jaws.
Classic
Bug
combo.
Fleshy
Yeah.
bits.
And because
Ugh.
I was going to say you get to roll at advantage because you are using pack tactics. You are next to an ally.
Oh, right.
Attack.
So that's two die 20s I get to roll, right?
You get to
You get
roll
one
another
more
die twice.
chance.
That's
Oh,
why
why
you
is
get
that?
better than a 5 this time.
Yeah.
No, that is not enough. Even with your +4 attack.
Yeah.
Not enough. To get
All
through
right.
that armor.
21 armor class. That's like tough.
That's
Mhm.
That's because of his spell, though, right? We're hoping that we can knock that spell off.
Yeah, who can say? So
I can say because I'm Nim and I'm a smart little cookie.
All right.
It is Llewellyn's go now. Let's see, what's he gonna do? He can move up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he can move up to there, and he'll attack Goblin number 6.
Great.
Seems like something he could be helpful for.
Can you hear those eerie sounds of machinery? What are they kind of torture devices are they using in the bowels of this building?
It's a scary
of-
place.
Blending method.
Okay, so he's
Some kind of soup.
Yeah.
+3.
Some kind of immersion blender.
And yeah, that'll hit a Goblin.
Oh,
pretty good.
nice.
And will he do enough damage to take that sucker out? 4 plus, which one is that? 6. Takes a mighty swing at the guy, and the goblin reels but does not fall down. Looks like
Okay.
he's in big trouble now. Dorian is going to go up here and join his buddy. That's it.
Oh, does
Actually,
that remove his advantage, or does she already give him his advantage and this is useful this round and then she'll follow him?
Technically, you would have to help as your action, and then when he takes his attack, you know what? He's gonna ready his. He's gonna stay there and wait. That's not super useful, but he could cast his spell. Maybe that.
Well, do
would
what
be-
you want. If her waiting was useless, that's okay. If it's going to do more damage that he runs, he's a smart warrior. He would make the smart choice.
Well, he's gonna cast magic missiles. What he's gonna do?
Alright.
He's got spells. Let's do that.
That's legit.
So he's gonna cast that. He's gonna shoot both of those goblins.
But he doesn't even need advantage for that.
I'm sorry, dear. That's just the way it goes.
It's just funny. He doesn't.
He kills both of those goblins.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, Abramo, your time is coming to an end here.
Yeah.
Your toes, Brahmi.
So that is their turn. Next up is Glonda.
I, from a safe distance, which I'll consider be here, or I'll go here. I'll be happy. I'm gonna use Vicious Mockery on Abramo because it doesn't have an armor class. It's just gonna work unless he uses a Wisdom saving throw.
Let's have him as a cleric. He's got a pretty good wisdom saving throw. Let's see what.
Cute.
Yeah, but I could also potentially remember that he rolls very bad.
That's true. Yeah. So he's.
What does
gonna-
Vicious Mockery do?
A 1d4 damage on a wisdom saving.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what happens. You got a +3 on this roll. What's your spell DC? Is it like 14? I think.
Me?
Yeah.
Spell save DC is plus 12.
Okay, so he's got to beat a 12 on this. He gets 10 plus 3 is 13, unless.
What?
No, the
didn't get a
D4 is
10.
pretty small to waste it on. I don't think I will.
What about? Well, I have my spell attack bonus plus 4. What does that mean? Right.
Well, that's if you make a ranged spell attack. Then you would be
Where's the
when you
range?
have to roll a die to see if your spell hits somebody. That's what you would add to it.
Can I? I'm gonna ask something crazy because this is something I didn't know I could use up until our last email exchange. My jack of all trades.
Yes.
Can I add any proficiency bonuses to this? Meh.
No, that's for when you're doing a skill. That's like if you were, because you're kind of good at everything. If it's something that you don't specifically have a skill in, you get that +1 bonus. It doesn't help you here, unfortunately.
All right.
Sigh. What would help is if Numeralian foresaw that in fact he did fail, but no, she decided you're not important enough for that.
That's
So,
okay. It's a weak hit. It's just all I can do without going right up to him and dying.
Alas. But Norman's turn is next. Maybe Norman can do something special.
Because I'm right on top of a Brammo right now, can I do a hit and then a runaway?
Totally, you can.
So if I take out, hang on, I've got.
If you don't take him out and you run away from him, he'll get a chance to fight back, though.
Right. Right. All right. From short range, I'm gonna throw a dart into his eye.
Okay.
The eye was a good description.
It's always where you want to put a good.
That's where you want to put a dart. Yeah.
All right. He is well armored. You're gonna have to roll very well to get him.
He's
got
wearing,
armor on
he's
his
wearing
eye?
shades.
He's got
I
a
guess.
big helmet on, and through which you can see his eyes, but
Okay.
it's still significantly high.
God damn.
Alas, that is not high enough.
Nope. Never
The dart
is.
just like goes into his helmet and it just sits there away
Yeah.
from his eye.
it stops like an
Yeah.
inch away from his eye. Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can sneak back out this door.
He's gonna try to hit you though if you go, and you could die.
His turn is next, so he's gonna roll to hit anyway.
Well, it might not hit him though.
Could go after
Okay.
Jojan or Tergar.
I don't know if it'd be so nice.
I like your thinking, Al. Or sorry, Gnorman. I like your, because if you get away now, then you're safe. Whereas if you
Possibly,
stay,
yeah.
you're just gambling that you don't get, and then you're
But
still
it's a
stuck.
gamble for him to get away.
Because I don't have any bonus actions that will help me, I don't think.
You're just a sitting duck. If you stay there, you're hoping that he doesn't finish you off.
Yeah,
If
I'm
you
gonna
get away, then you're yeah.
I'm
Do you have
gonna
any
run
key points left there, Al?
0 key points.
How many? 0? Yeah, that's 0 more than you need.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just slip out the door, duck around the corner,
He
and
will gladly try and take that opportunity attack on you. Let's
Yeah.
see what happens. He rolls and adds 3 to this. He gets
There it is.
21.
Oh,
That's a
no.
lot of damage. Well, that's a lot of hit. But maybe it'll be a whiff. He's going to do a grand total. He gets,
doesn't matter. I only have 1 point left.
yeah, it's true. He's only do so much, but let's see how much he does because everyone wants to know. +1 on this. He does 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
And he
I'm
has a
out.
+1. He couldn't even get even if the die exploded, he'd still kill him.
So Norman falls to the ground as he's bludgeoned by, that's a new word, I like it.
Yeah.
by
I go,
Nolan.
remember me.
No!
We'll get you back. We'll get you back. We'll get you back.
Okay. Actually, I've got a pretty good terrible screen for that.
Uh-oh.
Perfect.
Wow.
Did you record
Jeez.
this like last night? That was
Next up, Nimralian at 7.
All right. Again, she only has 7 hit points. So while she has shocking touch, which could actually be an advantage because he has a metal chain armor on, so she'd be able to roll that at advantage. She would still basically die in 1 hit from him.
Don't do it.
So yeah, she's just not that
You can
keen.
revive 1, but to have to revive 2 will be a problem.
Yeah, we need to get Dorian in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
He
maybe
said
Nim
from the prone position.
moves over. Was Dorian gonna try to kill the goblins? Yeah, because Dorian's
did
gonna
kill
want to
them.
try
He did.
They're dead.
right,
Yeah, he shot up
Right.
the goblins pretty good.
right, and so now he's gonna go for a Brahmo.
Hmm.
Well, now
So
that
she
his space
basically
is
just-
opened up.
Yeah, so she basically wants to move near him so she can still give him that advantage roll. So she moved here in
To
anticipation.
get there, you will pass by a Bram. Oh, well, actually, a Bram has already used his
I'm
opportunity
going behind
attack.
Turgar.
No, you're fine to do that because the Bram has already used his bonus action as an opportunity attack, or his reaction, I suppose.
Right.
So,
But
yeah,
if you
can do that.
go here, Nim, then Dorian can go here, and you're
But I think
not opening
Dorian's gonna
yourself
do a
up to
melee
some
attack. He needs to be right there.
Well, Dorian can move where Gnorman was, and you're adjacent to him here.
Technically, I think to give an advantage to somebody
Oh,
else making an
sure.
attack, you have to be attackable.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to be in the thick of it. You can't sort of be behind him, like pushing him up.
Okay.
Oh. So my choice is still good then?
If you like.
Yeah.
But
I'll still do it.
you'll give him will you give advantage? You'd have to be within striking distance of a Bramwell to give Dorian advantage on the attack.
Even though I'm a
almost
ranger?
positive. You take friendly attacking. You feint. Okay, so you can aid a friendly
Wait.
creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet of you. You feint, distract the target, or in some way team up to make your allies' attack more effective.
So does
you
that
have
mean
to be there? You have to be within 5 feet of the target you want to give help to your friend to attack.
yeah, so not the target that's being attacked, but the target that I'm helping.
No, you've got to be within 5 feet of that target. You both have to be within 5 feet of that
Okay,
target.
fair enough. So how about you said could I run up, attack him, and then run away, seeing as he's already used his attack
Yep.
of opportunity? Okay, fine. I'll do that.
You could
Okay.
do that cheap shot, but it does mean, of course, if he's not dead, next round you were within that slippery zone. So
You could die
Well,
here.
I'm gonna do it.
I love
Too
it.
much talking, not enough doing. So I'm gonna
Aim
do
for the groin.
shot the groin.
Just before
So
you
I'm
do,
gonna
before you
do
do it though,
shocking touch.
just think of this though, because if you die, then we have 2 people we have to revive, and you've got a lot of
I'm
very-
useless right now. I'm utterly useless if I don't even try to do this. Like the other elves will take care of it, I'm sure. If I don't do this, I'll be just sitting there twiddling my thumbs. I
Okay.
gotta do it. I gotta do
Yeah.
it.
All right.
And I get
Yeah, no, let's have it. You're gonna go
Okay.
shock the monkey.
yeah, I'm gonna try to shock the monkey,
Shock
doing
the
shocking
monkey.
grasp. So
That means you gotta do
yeah, I thank you. I couldn't move it. I was having a hard time. So it's 1d8, and I do get to roll advantage because he's metal.
So you have to make a attack roll immediately, spell attack, and yes, he's making armor. So you're gonna roll 2d20. You're gonna add your spell attack bonus to that.
Oh, for freak's sake.
Oh,
That is a royal shame. That.
Can she foresee her own good rolling?
Oh, I've already used it. The good one. I
Yeah.
have a bad roll as well, but it won't do me much. All right, well, I tried. So now I can back up. How much room can I back up now?
So you went 1, 2, 3, 4 to get there. You could move 2 more.
Okay, cool. So I'll move to like back by Lily. Friggin'
He doesn't like to be called that. But
well, she likes him, so I can't click. There we go.
yeah,
Thank
there
you.
you go. All right, that was exciting. Let's go to
Sure was.
John Duran at 4. Who wants to take the carriage of that role?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Hey,
You have to give me a John Duran impersonation though.
I'm gonna slash him with my longsword or whatever I've got. Going for the blunt force trauma in memory of my javelins.
Nice. So that's 1d20 and add 5 to that attack.
It doesn't do it, is it?
That is not enough, unfortunately.
Whoops.
So he pings off of that helmet or something, and there's a reaction, but it is not enough to get at him. Next up is Ramnet 3, looking very authoritative, biding his time over there. Maybe he will. What could he do? He could do something useful. He could get up there and shoot some magic missiles of his own. Maybe this will be enough to help us move on. Does he have magic missile? Of course he has magic missile. Oh, he does have magic missile. That's good. And he looks at Dorian and says, "That's not how you cast a magic missile. This is how you cast a magic missile." And wow, that's kind of a whiff. But he does add 5 to that, so he does 15 points of damage, which is enough to take a breath.
Yay!
Let's move on, shall we? This fight was sludging towards a conclusion.
Or
So
should we take a break or no?
I think that's an excellent idea. Let's
Yeah.
take ourselves a 5-minute bio break just to refresh beverages and such. We'll be back in 5 minutes. We're back.
Is that alcohol, Al?
Hey,
Is it alcohol?
Brooke made it.
No. Okay.
It's a weird juice.
No, I know, but I thought maybe it was kombucha or whatever it's with alcohol in it. Good
Kombucha.
call. Good call, Nimberlian, on taking our friends up into the temple.
Thank you. They were very trustworthy young men.
And
No,
thanks
young
I
elf.
sniff and thanks I sniff your crotch. Does that make you feel better?
She just pushes it immediately away and pats him kindly on the head.
Guys,
Just keep congratulating each other while I'm just like lying there. And
I don't want to put a damper in the fun that we're having right now with this win, but we've got 2 dead friends.
2?
Well, Nima died.
No, she didn't.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you escaped. He didn't.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
We got 1 dead friend, and also there's a mysterious snake statue that I'm terrified of, and I assume is magical.
So before we do that, can I use Cure Wounds on Gnorman to get him back?
Yes.
Okay,
Great.
so I'm going to use Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
Do I have to roll something for that?
Well, you could, but what I'm going to suggest is we are going to go into an interlude where, after a long rest, you're going to go back up to your full hit points. So just you restore him from danger. Is the
Okay, so I'm out of spells now. You're back with us, Gnorman.
okay. So to go through the room here.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything on Bramo's body, by the way, that we?
Yeah.
On his body, yeah, he's wearing a very fine suit of chainmail. And he carries a shield, and the shield is less fine. It's got some dents out of it, and his snake head's mace, which it looks like it's all right, but it's not as fine as that chainmail. That chainmail is pretty sick. It's like
who can wear chainmail in our group?
Jojondron could wear it. It's on your character sheet. It'll talk about proficiencies. Weapons proficiencies.
I'm proficient in 0 armor.
So not Gnorman, and it's not Gnorman sized either.
Yeah, I'm also proficient in nothing.
Okay.
Surprised I'm not proficient in any tools, but she's more of a book smart girl.
That's
Oh,
right.
here we
She's
go.
proficient in quills, ink and such.
Would that be considered medium
I'm
armor?
gonna write that.
It is considered.
It's heavy.
It is to.
Heavy armor. I'm on the website.
She's on the website, ladies and gentlemen. It is. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not. It's half plate. Yeah, it's.
It's big time
It's
armor.
heavy armor.
Well, is it better than what Jojondron's currently wearing?
Jojondron is currently wearing chainmail.
Okay.
It is better than what he's wearing. The thing is, and he doesn't have a dexterity bonus, so it's totally fine for him to wear that. If he
Should we not give that to him then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it on
take
him.
advantage of it.
And that shield
Nim
sounds.
volunteers to help him take off his first set of armor and volunteers to put it back, the new one on.
Do you sniff it as you're taking it off?
She is awkward, but she does it in a cute, endearing way.
I'm
What
like
about that-
standing far away, shaking my head like I was at her wedding a week ago. Wow.
Can any of you
I love her. Go girl.
can any of you use a shield?
I'm wrong, actually. His chainmail is still better than the half plate.
Oh, so
Put that back on, Nim.
okay.
It's the chainmail is it has
Elvish.
like I don't know. It's better. What can I say?
Okay.
I mean, it's nice half plate, but it's chainmail.
Well, let's
is-
take it and sell it then.
You could do that.
Yes, that's right. Good call. What about
Okay,
that shield? Does anyone need
Yeah,
a
it goes
shield?
for all of it. Let's sell all of it.
The shield is nothing special, but
Okay.
I mean, if you want another shield, you've got it.
I don't use a shield. Actually, I can use a shield. I don't know if I want that shield though,
I don't think I can carry a shield.
because I've got. Oh no, I have a wooden shield right now. I do have a
Yeah.
shield.
You do.
Is this shield better than the shield I'm using?
Mechanically, it's equally good.
Okay, so forget that.
Yeah.
And I do have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Would that mace be? Would I be able to use shillelagh if I had that mace?
Nope, it's a metal mace.
It has to be
You need-
wood.
It has to be wood.
Well, I don't want any of that stuff. Damn it. No, I don't. But I don't need it. Does anyone else? I guess if no one wants that stuff, we'll
No.
just sell all of it.
Or unless Dorian or Llewellyn.
No. Screw them.
They're cool with what they've got. You do also find a ring of keys on Abramo's belt.
Ooh.
Grab it. I grabbed it.
That was the name of a hit 70s game show, Ring of Keys, hosted by Telly Savalas.
I thought you meant grab it. Grab it.
That is also another hit TV show. Yeah.
Grab It, hosted by the guy who played MacGyver.
Pull it, tweak it, grab
Richard
it.
Dean Anderson.
Richard Dean Anderson. Yeah.
You find it does not take you long to discover that the keys open the 2 chests that are in this room, and opening them shows that a very small number of coins, 12 gold coins, 14 silver coins, and 29 copper coins.
Should we just divide that 4 ways?
Well, will we be buying things as group members, or
Yeah.
that
Just
could
take
be
it
that
all.
could be our bank.
Just take it all.
Yeah, let
Yeah,
him be
I'll
the
be our
banker.
bank, knowing that we all earned it together. So what was it again? It was 12 gold
I will copy it and paste it in. the
and
chat
10
for you.
silver.
Should we be inspecting?
That is a lot.
Should we be inspecting this thing at some point?
Yeah. Can I go do a perception check on it? I'm very nervous about it.
As you should be. So it is a large coiled snake. The thing is at least 8 feet tall, made completely of jade, skillfully carved, and the light from a nearby torch causes the colors inside it to swirl and shimmer in an almost hypnotic pattern.
Can I say something silly?
Go right ahead.
Jades are stone, correct?
It is it's sort of a type
Kind
of
of
stone,
crystal, a precious stone. Yes.
Precious stone. May I use my stone cunning?
I wouldn't be a game if you didn't. So yeah,
Hooray! History skill.
you do get a +1 on this. We figured out with your jack of all trades.
Yeah, finally.
Finally,
Intelligence history check related to the
9
you're
sessions
considered
in, we get
proficient.
to see something good here.
In the history skill, add double your proficiency bonus to the check instead of your normal. So it'll be +2.
+2. That's right.
So fancy. Look at this. We're reading. We're having a great time. Okay. I'll go roll the die.
And we're excited to know how this plays.
We're having a
I got a
great
2.
time.
I got a 13.
13. So you determine that this thing is probably worth about 7,500 gold pieces.
Oh my God.
But it weighs about as much. It's as much in its weight in gold, and you figure that it's probably impossible to break it into smaller parts and retaining its value. Begging the question, how did it get in this room?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
I did not do my perception yet, because part of me thinks there's magic in it. May I?
Go right ahead.
Hooray. Ba-ba-bum. 13 plus 4.
My math tells me that's 17.
17, yeah.
Yeah. So you find underneath this statue there is a trapdoor leading downwards.
Fellas?
Okay. Hey guys, should we not clear out? Like, there's this huge empty middle part of the upstairs.
Do you want to go to this door?
Yeah. Should we not just check it there?
Sure. I mean, the trap door is not going anywhere.
Or do we want to can we like block ourselves into this? No, actually, we probably don't want to block, not knowing what could come through that hole.
If we were to block ourselves in any room, I'd say the library.
Yeah.
Well, I will let you just look in there, and
So nothing.
it's
Is that a bunch
where
of
the
beds?
goblins were hanging out beforehand.
There's a dressing room.
It's a goblin dormitory.
The room is barren except for 9 straw mats and a low, crudely built table.
Guys, that looks like a great place to sleep.
I was MC Hammer's failed second album hit.
Yeah.
Goblin Dormitory.
Goblin dorm.
I suggest we sleep on these little cots and we
Oh.
have Dorian and Llewellyn stand guard because they
Well,
are.
The first thing that occurs to you is how bad it smells in here. It smells like goblins that don't like to bathe in any way,
Bathe.
so you're not immediately encouraged with the idea of staying in here.
When's the
Should we go
last
to the
time we
library then?
bathed?
Let's go to the
Dorian
library.
and Llewellyn say they can put you up in their cottage.
Okay, perfect.
So at this point, let's go to an interlude, a montage of things that happen in the in-between time. The first thing that you learn on coming out is the town has gone into a very tense standoff. People that you are pretty sure a member of the cult have gone into their homes and kind of locked the door. The mayor says it's a very tense time right now, and kind of hopes that we see the other end of it soon.
Mhm.
They also mentioned that Iggy Olivero's caravan took off shortly after you entered the temple, heading in an easterly direction, parts unknown. And what else do you need to know? At this point, you gain the sudden insight that comes from your adventures that leads you to leveling up to your next character level.
Yay!
Woo!
So I think the thing that we all need to do is figure out what kind of hit points you would like to do. Would you like to take the average of that die, or would you like to gamble and roll to see what hit points you achieve?
I think I
Are we
emailed
doing a
you
long
my
rest?
decision.
Oh, and you do a long rest. Yes, you take stock of your situation. You hang out with Dorian and Llewellyn. You have a good old sleep and a rest, and you recover at the end, a level higher. Your hit points restored, your spells readied, all that good stuff. Your abilities refreshed. So, Christine, I believe you mentioned in your email that you were going to take the boring high average.
Yeah, because my constitution is a +4, so it's an easy 9 hit points for me.
It's true, but you could roll an 8, and you'd get 12 hit points.
I don't think I will though.
Mhm.
I'd rather have more hit points than less.
Sweet. Update your hit points then.
Hooray! I've got 30 now.
Wow.
pretty
No. And we've rested, so my currents are up to that as well.
That is correct.
Huge.
You're getting great congratulations in the chat from Matt and Andrew saying, yeah, ding and more power. So let's go around the table then. Al, what would you like to do for Norman? Would you like to roll
These
the
are just my
die?
important rolls. Oh, they're both 9s. Oh well.
So wait, what's the average?
Right
Or-
back.
I just missed it.
So for a monk, you roll a die 8 for your hit points. You can either roll the die and take
Yeah.
whatever comes up plus your constitution bonus, or you can take what's called the high average, which in the case of an 8-sided die is a 5. So you could just yeah. And Andrew says, "Remember, you're rolling with my dice."
And I have 0 constitution bonus.
So it would just to be a straight up 5 or 1 to 8. So the odds.
God damn it!
I know this is the best part of this game.
I'm gonna roll.
Gonna roll. All right. Roll
So
one
D8.
dice.
Here we go.
3, ladies and gentlemen. 3 hit points.
That,
Of all
that
the
seems
people
fitting.
that should have taken the average,
I know.
what have you done to deserve this terrible string of bad luck?
I like to think that he's using his bad luck here so that he's getting good luck in his life.
Yes. Okay.
So then I just
fair enough.
add 3 to my max hit points. That's
right.
what's going on. Okay.
That's right. Nimralian, what is she gonna do, Brooke?
So I have a -1 constitution. So if I
Nice.
took the average 5, it would be 5 minus 1, and I would get 4.
It's worse than that. A wizard's hit die is a die 6. So your average is going to be a 4. If
So
you
I get
take the
3.
You'll get 3 hit points. Yeah.
Okay,
You'll-
well, I'd rather
you'll-
that than get -1, which is, or 0, I suppose.
0 if you
So-
roll 1. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just take 3. I mean, I'm not known for my hit point, and I will continue to not be known. So
Would everybody like her to roll a die 6 just to see what she would have gotten?
Yeah, just for fun.
That's so mean.
it is mean, but I'll do it for the sake of everyone here.
Okay, good. Hey, you won.
Yep, you won.
One.
You chose wisely.
You showed Andrew.
You showed
Yeah.
me for sure. Dan, what is Turgar gonna do?
So my current hit points are 19 18, I believe. Yeah. So if I go, that's 24. That's sizable. But I've got like a 50% chance to get that or better, right? So I think it's more exciting for everyone if I just roll.
Ooh. Okay.
And I'm, oh no, I rolled the wrong dice.
You rolled the wrong dice. So I guess you get a second chance there.
Good.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
So I add 7?
Well, and do you have a constitution bonus on top of that?
Oh, +2.
So you're at 9. I think that deserves a good explosion.
Yeah. Does it ever?
Scared the crap out of me.
Cool.
And I think we should let Jordan decide what he wants to do.
Yeah,
when
let's
we see
not
him.
play with this.
So I'm all excited to see what happens for him next session. So what do you want to do in your downtime, armed with this information of what you know? I'm also going to suggest that you... No, I'm not going to suggest anything. What would you like to do? I'm just going to bring it back to you.
Is this where we can swap out a cantrip?
Yes.
And should we do all that now, or can we do it off?
Yeah.
Either or. I mean, you guys have all made some significant decisions up to this point, so off camera. So if you'd like to do that now, that's fine. But if you'd like to also just sort of park
I also
that-
want to
yeah.
hit up that general store and trade some stuff for some
Yeah, let's
Twizzlers.
do some general store shopping before I'm assuming, are we going to go back upstairs and see if we can explore that trap door under the
Yeah,
snake?
and can we bring our cute elf friends with us?
You certainly can. They're going to go back down to hang out with the mayor. I'm going to bring us back to the village of Orleans just to refresh us where we are. Look at that. So the village store.
And you can leave me in that form, by the way, Andrew. I'll be
Sure.
back to half elf form.
Sounds good.
Okay. So we should move ourselves there.
If you like. Well, you're in the cottage, which is actually just to the northeast of the village store.
Where's that? Near the mayor's house?
You
Just
are
ding that again.
down there.
Okay, so we're there.
I'll just move you to the store. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So yeah, if you all want to go shopping, is that what I'm
Yeah, let's get some Red Bull and some Pringles.
hearing?
Twizzlers.
Beef jerky.
Also,
Okay.
I'm going to swap out my mage hand for create bonfire.
Create bonfire.
Yes. It does one
I made-
d8.
That's
yeah.
a spell.
Yeah.
So I may change a
What?
cantrip
It says it
if
was a
I can get a.
cantrip.
Yeah, no, it is totally. It's just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did. It's the Xanathar's Guide to Everything, which is a newer spell book, so I'm not as intimately
Oh.
familiar with them, but that's totally fine.
Andrew, I left you a message in the chat for later discussion.
I will.
Everyone can see it. It's not.
I see. Okay, can do.
Okay, thank you.
So what would you like? Oh, you arrive at the store. Let me describe that for you. Stuff might happen here. Yeah. Where is it? Come on. There we go. It's a fairly well-kept establishment with an assortment of farm implements and cooking utensils on the wide porch. The door stands open, and a well-painted sign depicting a pot, a plow, a sack, and a lantern hangs over all.
Are there any weapons?
Not on the front porch.
Can we go inside and take a look to see if there's any weapons for sale?
You sure can. Inside, you see a man who you think might be Marco, and he is leaning over the what appears to be a desk. There's a whole bunch of stuff lurking around. Immediately, you see cooking pots, sacks of meal. There's not a whole lot of weaponry and armor here. In fact, the way this works is there's a 20% chance of weapons and armor that you're looking for. So if you would like something, tell me what you're looking for, and we'll roll to see if it's here.
I'd like to look for a quarterstaff.
Quarterstaff, they can have for you. Absolutely. It's a useful thing. They will gladly sell you a quarterstaff.
How much does that cost?
Quarterstaff will cost you 10 silver pieces, which you know is highway robbery.
Can I offer 5 silver pieces?
He grunts and looks at you and says, "You give me back my daughter, and I'll give it to you for 5 silver pieces."
And I say, how about I give you 5 silver pieces and I don't kill you?
He sort of backs down a bit and says, "Let me see the color of your money." Color of your money?
Oh, silver.
I think
Here I'm feeling generous. I'll even add 6 silver pieces.
And with that, he gives you your quarterstaff.
All right. So I'm going to change my cantrip from produce flame to shillelagh to honor
Marvelous.
my Irish heritage.
Oh, very
Mhm.
nice. Anybody else looking for anything else?
well, if they've got quarterstaffs in stock, or hang on, I'm just what other? I'm gonna ask about a. Actually, I'm gonna see if there's a scimitar. So that's a weapon I can have.
It is. I know somebody who's got. Yeah, Matt is asking if you actually gave him 11 silver pieces, but I'm assuming what you said is you upped it to 6 silver pieces.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
instead of 5, 6.
That's how I interpreted it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
And you can have my scimitar if you'd like for free, Norman.
Oh,
'cause
you've
that's
got
what
one?
friends do. Yeah, I've got 2 actually.
Oh shit!
You can have my goblin scimitar. Actually, no. I do have 2.
You do have 2, yeah.
Yeah.
You have the
so you want
very
my
fancy
or
goblin scimitar, and you have the one that you came in with.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask if they have a whip.
A whip.
But do you
Let's.
want to take my goblin scimitar?
Yeah, I will. I'll take that too.
Okay, I'm taking that off my list. So make sure you add it to yours.
He looks at you and says, "What kind of a store do you think this is? We don't
Yeah,
got no
well-
whips here."
Of course. Okay.
Hey, Andrew, quick question.
Yep.
I've changed my cantrip to shillelagh,
Yep.
but how do I get it so that it when I scroll over my over shillelagh, it shows that the details of that?
Oh,
You may have to do that, eh?
Yeah, I have to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a note. You can put it in.
Oh,
if
it's just a note. Oh,
Yep.
okay. I can do
Yep.
that.
If you can find that text and just copy and paste it in there.
Okay.
Anybody else want to buy anything else? They are giving you the evil eye, knowing that you seem to have access to their daughter and are not.
How much would you like to give me for this wonderful chainmail, lightly used, and someone was bludgeoned to death in it?
So there's a moment where you think he might be mortified, but sensing a deal, he immediately gets over it. And he looks at this set of chainmail. Actually, it's half plate. You're looking at Abramow's half plate. Normally, that's the expensive item, but he says, "Well, that's pretty good stuff, that. I'll give you, well, to be honest, times haven't been really good here. I can give you 60 gold pieces for it."
How dare you?
You know it's worth a lot more than that, first of all.
Yes, Nimim,
Yeah.
yes. That is an obscene offer. I will take this elsewhere. Thank you very much. Not.
Are you the one carrying it, by the way?
Yes.
It is very heavy.
Yep.
So you're like, I will.
Yep.
carry this."
I will take this elsewhere. Thank you very much. Yeah, she's disgusted with the offer.
Fair enough. That sounds about right.
Are there any other weapons that you guys don't want anymore?
I've got another scimitar you could have.
No, I don't think I'm proficient in scimitar, but I appreciate it. I think I can do rapiers, but I'm trying to think. I might. I think I'm gonna go with merchant.
Marco,
I
as
know.
he's always been known.
I know, but I'm calling you by your title. Do you have hand crossbows, perchance?
A hand crossbow, you say? Well,
Yes.
let me look around and see what we got here. I haven't seen a hand crossbow around these parts in ages.
What?
You'll not
Okay,
find a hand crossbow here.
very well. How about a war hammer?
A warhammer. Well, let me see. And he trundles around looking, and definitely not a warhammer in sight.
Man, what the?
Jojondron pipes up. Do you happen to have any javelins back there?
Javelins, you say? It's nope, not your lucky day. There
Wow.
are no javelins.
You're really
to be found.
ill-equipped here.
We're more of a farming store than anything.
just roll out some weapon ideas, and you let me know if you're on board with them.
I'll jump the queue and ask for a net. Do you have a net?
It's a good joke.
Yeah, I love your net jokes. You have the best net jokes. Like that one you talk about. The one
They
you
were
talk
gross
about.
jokes before tax.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, net jokes. There he has surprisingly got a net.
Cool. I'll buy that net.
The net is going to run you. He says, "I'll let you have that for 6 gold pieces."
6 gold pieces.
You sense that is exorbitant.
I'll give you 4.
He says, "All right, you can have it for 4. Fine."
Great. Sold. Got it.
do you have a hand axe?
Rook, you're muted, unfortunately. Hand axe.
Or a war hammer?
All right.
Something that you think perhaps me,
I kept
dwarven
muting
bard,
myself so that I wouldn't
might be able to
crunch
use.
popcorn.
He has neither of those things you want, Christine.
God
Whether he
damn it.
has them or not, you can't tell, but he is not proclaiming to have them.
What about a warhammer?
No, we've already assessed there's no warhammer here.
Oh, okay.
Nice
This is
try,
dis-
though.
This is discrimination on me.
Maybe if the
A
elf
short,
asked, right?
stout- Yeah, exactly. Fine. I'm not.
What I
buying
said
it.
when I was muted was that Nim desperately tried to make sure Gnorman didn't get. She was basically like, "No, Gnorman, don't do that. That's a terrible choice." But I think he already did, right? Did he buy the net?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
bought
you
that
bought
He
net.
did buy the net.
I had the
Should we-
gold.
Should we buy some rope since all of our rope burnt down?
Yeah.
It's true. We did lose all our rope.
Is this really the place where we should be buying it, though?
Fair enough. Maybe we'll find rope somewhere.
Well, I think, but that might be really handy. In
With the trap door
yeah.
to propel ourselves.
Or to
How
lower
about
that
we
statue
threaten
down.
to kill him, and if he doesn't let us take it, then we do that.
Oh, Nim, you've
Wow.
changed.
War
thought
has
your
changed
wife-
Well,
you.
I
Literally
know
last
how much
week.
his daughter. You know what she confronts him about it. She says, "Your daughter
Oh, it's
had
on.
weeks worth of injuries, and you just want her back. She's terrified of you, you demon."
He says, "She's my daughter. She doesn't belong to you. She belongs,
She belongs
with our
to
family."
no one. She belongs to no one. She spits.
Wow.
That's kind of sad. She belongs
He
to
says-
no one.
Get out of my store.
With pleasure. And he, like drags the
Does he have
chain.
any knickknacks or anything by his door that I could just like take and glare at him as we leave?
Yeah, he's got
Orlane postcards.
Postcards from Orlane. Yep.
I'm gonna take an Orlane postcard
Dust falls off it as you pick it out of the
and then rip it in half and just let it fall to the floor and just give him a death stare, like you don't even think of crossing us, you son of a gun.
Yeah. And I steal a pair of sunglasses.
Which
I
are made
grab-
out of wood.
And I
Because
grab,
they
I,
don't-
grab a, I grab a bag of Twizzlers on the way out.
Yeah. Okay. All these things. I love it.
Wait, Al, are they like those 1980 sunglasses with like
The
a
slats?
grill? Yeah. So
They're like
The shutters.
Yeah. They're shutters. They're just old-timey shutters. Yeah.
They have a
Matt-
little ledge, and there's this tiny pie cooling.
Matt has just suggested that the store has a 20% chance that there's an exit. Okay, you guys, you leave. Now I'm going to fast forward the plot a little bit in that John Duran, who has been conspicuously silent through all this, comes in and says, guys, I just had a vision from Alona. She said she's very happy with what we've done in the temple. Yeah, she communicates this to the effect that essentially you will all have inspiration in the next session.
Hooray!
Because we're 7 minutes away from the end of this one, so I'm not going to curse you by giving you inspiration for this session. But all that to say that the temple is essentially been cleansed. You no longer need to hang out in the temple. You guys have done a good job there.
Hurrah!
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 Exactly.
So is it not worth going back to inspect that trap door?
Trapdoor just led down to Misha's chambers.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Okay. All
Is
right.
there treasure there that we missed out on?
No.
Okay.
So it looks like we're probably not going to go back into the cellar where those tunnels were, because who knows what horrible trap that would be. Are we going to the Thrushmores next, then, guys?
The Rushmores? I
Well,
don't know. I don't know if we're like buff enough. But we can start.
The DM will tell you you're as buff as you're going to get at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, we're buff. And yet I can't find a weapon anywhere.
So maybe we have. Well, yeah. Maybe if we talk to the mayor.
What's good at killing snakes? Like, what is there something that we can
Talk to the mayor. Let's go. Can we talk to the mayor before we go?
I
To
have
see
a
if they
small
can get
vial
her-
of poison. If we can find their watering hole, I can poison their watering hole. Snakes are susceptible to poison.
Well,
Nim would know?
but Christine, to get you a weapon, let's go to the mayor and see if he can get you one.
Okay.
Got a pretty
They're in
decent
debt to
weapon,
us.
I don't mind telling you that longsword's pretty sick. Were you
I-
looking for something else specifically?
I wanted something with distance, like with a little bit of range.
Ah,
That was better than a 1d4.
fair. All right. Well, let's say you're going to go talk to the mayor because I think that's something you want
To
to
get
do.
a bow and arrow or a crossbow might be reasonable.
Well, I'm proficient in hand crossbows, so that's what I was hoping for. And then I just asked about everything else just to see. But my
Thank goodness
longsword-
for that too, because I'll tell you, the foot crossbows are very cumbersome.
So you visit the mayor's residence. You've been here before. He greets you warmly. He says, "So brave adventurers, what will you do now? I'm so grateful for your help here. I thought that Dorian and Llewellyn would be sufficient, but we're so blessed by your presence."
The blessing is all ours.
He's definitely flattered by that.
We're so happy we could have helped here in the village of Orlane, and I think that I speak on for all of us when I say that we're gonna take our adventuring elsewhere and see if we can truly get to the bottom of what darkness overcame your wonderful home. Do you have any hand crossbows?
He says, "A hand crossbow. Well,
Or
As it-
perhaps a short bow or long bow, which I am apparently proficient in.
Let the man finish.
It's not about you right now.
Touche.
You could have at the store.
I was not going to buy it from that awful man.
as it happens, I am something of a woodworker. And I have been tinkering away on something. Wait one moment." And he
Oh
comes
my God.
back with a hand crossbow and a quiver of 20 bolts. And he says, "'Tis the least I can do for the great service you have accomplished."
This is the best day of my life. Thank you, sir.
Hey, can you don't happen to have any javelins back there, do you?
Alas, javelins are not my thing. A little bit too.
Y'all got any
two-dimensional.
more of those bows? Those long bows or short bows?
At that, the elves have been hanging about, and says Dorian leaps over and says, "Milady, if you wish a longbow, I would be glad to offer you up mine."
Whoa.
Dorian!
Wow,
Thank you,
wee wah.
Joe Jondron feels a bit uncomfortable with this, so he actually pipes and goes, and if you need a rock, I've got a collection of 3 or 4 that I'd be happy to part with one of them, if you'd like one, Nimmerlian.
Man, we're doing good on being Jordan today. This is great.
Are you proficient in the longbow, or is it just short bow?
It says you have proficiency with the long sword, short bow, and long bow.
Well, there you go. So you can use that yourself, that longbow. He says, "It would be my great honor if you would take this and use it, and think of me when you use it."
Oh, Dorian, I'm always thinking of you. I mean, what? Oh,
Joe Jondron goes, yes, we should be getting on our way.
Also, I've seen longer.
Hey, I noticed, good DM, that there is a blacksmith in town too.
You did.
Would it be possible to go there just to see if perhaps we could get some better armor?
You certainly could go there. Sure. So when you round out to that shop, it's obviously a smithy, though no sign hangs here. The shop part of the building is unwalled, and 2 brawny lads operate a bellows while a giant of a man hammers thunderously upon a piece of metal that will soon become the blade of a shovel. Soot and smoke abound.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Can I comfortably carry that shield that we have?
Yeah, you could.
Because the whole thing about my longsword, 2-handed, it's 1d10, but 1-handed, if I'm also carrying a shield, it's 1d8, which is still pretty good. My armor class is 12, which isn't terrific for being a stout person. So if we don't end up selling the shield, may I have it?
oh, take
Yeah,
it.
take it.
And maybe I can sell. Maybe I can sell this armor to the smithy.
It's just
dragging-
smell it.
The only thing about that shield is that you do not have proficiency with the shield.
Okay,
So-
what is that going to do for me?
Exactly nothing.
Okay.
Because you get a penalty to use it which offsets the fact that you're going to get a bonus for using it. So now,
It won't
if
do
you
anything for me.
now what school did you end up taking?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, there you go. So if you
Is that going to help me with one if I pick the battling one?
Yeah, because they gain proficiency with shield.
Interesting. Oh, what was the name of that one again?
Well, one of them is valor, and the other is swords.
What the heck? Okay.
So the College of Valor gives you proficiency with medium armor, shields, and martial weapons. The College of Sword gives you proficiency with medium armor and the scimitar. So if you want to be able to use that shield, you have to take the College of Valor. But
I'd have to take Valor. Okay.
I would not make using a shield
the reason I picked that college. Okay.
Exactly.
Good to know.
So you can think on it still.
Okay. I just throw it on my back for now. I'm not using it, but I'll hold on to it because it's maybe a little bit easier for me to carry.
Okay.
So at this blacksmith,
Yep.
would it be possible for him to fashion some medium armor? Because I'm assuming the medium armor would be an upgrade to my leather armor that I'm currently wearing.
Are you proficient in?
I am.
You are. Okay. So, well, first of all, does he have anything in stock? Is the question.
Mhm.
Which, of course, is a roll, and of course, is not a great roll for you. What kind of armor would you like?
I would like medium armor. What would that be? That would be
So
like
that's like a chainmail shirt, or
yeah. I'd like a chainmail shirt.
All right. Let's see. If
Exactly
he's
what
got-
I'd like.
See if he's got
A
something like
V-neck
that
with
in
big
there.
lapels.
Pink, please.
Push up.
Not your lucky day. He does not have a chainmail shirt in stock, and it's not the kind of thing he can whip up. He can do it, but it'll be literally like 2 or 3 weeks before it's
Okay.
done.
What about a shield then? I am proficient in shields.
I believe you have a shield.
I have a wooden shield. But could I get a
Shield.
metal shield?
Well, Christine's just come into possession of a nice metal
Yeah, but you
shield.
said that the one that one wouldn't be any better than what I currently have.
So game mechanics, shield is a shield, wooden shield, metal shield.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly. Unless
Okay.
it's specifically noted as a particularly shitty shield, it's a shield.
Right. Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And no, and then no, like I couldn't get a helmet, could I?
Helmet's considered part of the armor, so your leather armor might have like a cap on it or something. Doesn't get the game doesn't get that granular in terms of having stuff. So you could
So
have a
if he
helmet,
doesn't-
but
If he doesn't have a chainmail shirt, he won't have a helmet for me either, will he? It doesn't change my my
it doesn't change your
armor class.
no.
Okay. Okay.
He might have a very fancy helmet, but it would just be cosmetic. It wouldn't do anything for you.
Oh, go on.
If I were to try and purchase studded leather armor, I would go up 1 armor class point.
And you join the Blue Oyster Club.
It's true.
That's right.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
I know, I'm young.
The older listeners will know.
So the studded leather armor is kind of something that you might get at the general store. He doesn't have anything in stock like that in dwarf size as well, because this is a village of predominantly humans. Again, custom order, he could do it. He's also, you get the sense, not terribly impressed by all of you.
Okay.
Like maybe he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder. So yeah, I get a sense he doesn't particularly like you.
All right. Okay, never mind.
Good sir, would you like to purchase this high quality chainmail armor that I've got?
Brooke, I would like you to make a persuasion roll for me, please.
Okay.
Roll 20-sider and add your persuasion to it.
11.
11. He sees the armor and he begins to froth at the mouth. And his 2 sons barely restrain him from his attempts to try and strangle you.
I throw my shield. I go, stop that.
No, well, we know what this means. He's an Abramo apostle. But can we just start killing these people? Like,
It's
Come on.
9:35, Dan.
The time for killing is past.
The time for killing is over.
like we left the Ruskadel. I'd like to go kill Ruskadel.
Let's kill a bunch of people before we move on. People, come on.
Not now, not tonight, but just I don't know. I feel like we're leaving all these enemies behind that will either kill our friends or I feel like they need to be rounded up.
So you do get. I will drop a couple of nuggets on you at this point, which is that you get the sense that the mayor has finally taken action and has enlisted the elves and Alan Claiborne and his wife to essentially be the good posse, to maintain order, so that if you know where the threat needs to go next, you're clear to do so. The other thing that he tells you is that the Weaver and his wife have mysteriously gone missing since you were in the temple. And finally, that Iggy Olivero and his caravan beat a hasty retreat eastward once you entered the temple. So these are the things that you know.
And the Rushmores are to the east.
I shall give you a map to show you the surrounds, and that may help you to figure out what you want to do next.
Are my elf boys proficient in this chainmail?
Yeah.
Great.
Although I believe Dorian's already wearing a fancy set of chainmail.
What about Llewellyn?
Llewellyn, he's got a nice set of leather armor that he prefers.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So
she bestows
we're
it upon them
here.
as a gift and hopes that they eventually, because they're strong enough to friggin' carry it around. She's like, take it as a gift from your princess or what have you.
So the Rushmores are to the southeast. Is that right?
That is correct.
Like that marshy.
That's right.
Okay.
And so what you last learned is that Iggy's caravan went eastward from Orlane down that main road.
Okay.
And you can see this road is not well traveled. You can see the ruts without any kind of tracking roll. You can see the ruts in the road that the two wagons pulled by several horses have made in it.
Okay.
Before we leave, then we should probably ask about Tamlin and Willow's Bend, like what the story is in those places, eh?
They will easily tell you, the mayor would easily tell you that Tamlin is a village populated by halflings, otherwise known as hobbits.
Oh.
That has been around for some time, at least as long as Orlane. All the villages in this area tend to rely, or at least benefit from the trade with Orlane. But the decrease in trade has downstream affected all of them as well. So everybody has prospered and suffered with the decline in trade from Orlane.
Okay.
Willow's Bend is a small fishing village. Tamlin is another farming community, a small shire of hobbits. Stonebridge, oddly enough, has no bridge in it. Nobody really knows why the village is known for that
Where's
name.
Stonebridge?
It's to the southeast of Orlane, along that other track that Iggy did not go on. And Gilder's Folly is another farming village down that way.
Okay, but no word of trouble out of any of these places?
There are none that they really keep track of. The people in Orlane have been focused on their own problems.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay.
So what I propose is that we go into the next phase of the game in our next session. But is there anything that you wanted to address from this session before we wrap it up for tonight?
No, I think so. We'll all level up, which means maybe some of us get a new spell, or we swap cantrips around. So maybe we could do like a summary of the things we did at the beginning of next round, just so that we all know cool new things that we have. But aside from that, I think I'm excited to level up, y'all. This is great.
Yeah. And we'll finally learn what college of bardical music Galanda is going to go into.
Mm-hmm.
No, we got to figure that out.
Nice.
And what sacred oath Georgiandron the Paladin will take.
Yes.
Cool. Well,
And if you found any new rocks.
well, there is a whole heap of granite upstairs in the temple that he probably took one or two pieces from.
Oh, yeah.
There's something there. All right. Well, any final notes before we sign off for the evening?
No, I think we did some quality killing today.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks for the meat shields, DM.
Great killing, y'all.
Well, it's good times. Good times had by all meat shields. And you got good notes from Matt saying good game, y'all. And Andrew's saying it's purge time. So clearly he's behind an idea of killing villagers you're not fond of.
I like the cut of Andrew's jib.
All right. Well, then I think we'll wrap here, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Hooray!
Thank you, everybody.
Night, everybody.